to, in fact, go for a three-peat against the Atlanta Hawks. The Bulls, 2nd seed in the East, Hawks, 7th seed. I don't remember any time in the NBA where a team that won 57 games, Central Division champions, two-time defending world champions, have heard more gloom and doom about their possibilities of repeating. If you read Chicago papers, and for that matter national papers, you wonder if the Bulls could even get past the first round, yet they're defending world champions. So Hubie Brown, I ask you, as the Bulls come in here, can they three-peat? What's wrong with them, or is anything wrong with them?
I just think anytime that you have Michael Jordan, you won 57 games, you are the premier road team in the Eastern Conference, why not? I think during the course of the year they had to overcome, some very major problems, and it started with the health. And you can see right here, Cartwright needs to play 30 minutes in the big games. Paxson relegated to the bench, surgery. All right, now Pippen, the ankle, questionable. Now the bench production, highly underrated or overrated, however you want to say it, it's down 12 points from a year ago, but B.J. Armstrong's in the starting lineup. Don't worry about that. But let's look down below at their difference in points, 5 points a game, because the shooting is down and also the foul shooting. They played 33 games this year by 6 points or less. That's over a third, and they're only 17-16. The foul shooting, their front line, all 7 guys, 71% or lower. That is the problem that they've got to overcome.
Now, the Atlanta Hawks, 7th seed, a mediocre season, 43 wins, but the Atlanta Hawks have played the Chicago Bulls very tough. As a matter of fact, in November 7th, in the ring ceremony game here in the stadium, Hawks beat the Bulls 2-2 on the season. Can they beat them in this series?
I think the Hawks are extremely dangerous. The reason is naturally Dominique Wilkins and Kevin Willis. They must come in with big points as well as rebounding, and then give you 40 to 42 minutes staying out of foul trouble. Now, when they double team Willis, big man, Willis must find the perimeter people. It's going to put a lot of pressure on the Blaylocks, the Augment, Farrell, Snoopy Graham. Can they come in and shoot a high percentage? But once again, the pressure is up front, Willis and Wilkins.
Well, if you like the NBA, you got to love the playoffs in Chicago Stadium with two of the greatest scorers in the history of the game. Jordan and the Bulls, Wilkins and the Hawks. We'll be back for the tip-off right after this. World Championship banners on Madison Street at Chicago Stadium. This series this year between the Atlanta Hawks and the defending world champions has been a beauty. At the ring ceremony games, Wilkins blocked Jordan from behind. Hawks win 199, surprising a lot of people. Hawks then went into a struggle, but came back in game 2 in December. Dominique Wilkins lived at the line 23 out of 23, and the Hawks got him again 123 to 114. In game 3, the Bulls came awake 112 to 92. Trent Tucker had a great game. They're going to need him, by the way, from the perimeter in this series. And in game 4, the Hawks had a 17-point lead in Atlanta. They fell asleep, didn't execute well, and Scottie Pippen hit a 3 at the buzzer, and the season series is tied at 2 apiece. As you can see, it could easily have been 3-1 Atlanta Hawks. Now the Jeep Eagles starting matchups.
Yeah, you have to like the Wilkins-Pippen. Both guys must stay out of foul trouble. Pippen will put a lot of pressure on Wilkins in the open floor, and then Grant and Willis. Major work underneath. They must stay out of foul trouble.
Bobby Weiss, who played with these Chicago Bulls back in the late 60s, early 70s. He was a very tenacious defender. There is Phil Jackson, former player also with the New York Knicks. Phil Jackson with 2 championship rings. And this game is ready to get underway. Michael Jordan won the scoring title again this year with a 32.6 average. The second leading scorer in the NBA, Dominique Wilkins, at 29.9. Numbers 1 and 2 in scoring in this game. Mookie Blaylock came to Atlanta from New Jersey. Prior to the season, he has answered their questions at the point guard. Stacey Augmon will be playing Jordan tonight, and vice versa. On the drive, offensive foul, Augmon.
That's a tough play. Stacey Augmon has averaged 16 points a game versus Chicago. He's a young player. This is his first playoffs, and naturally you don't want to see him pick up a charge because he sliced and he had Michael beat.
Scottie Pippen being defended by Willis. Bulls with 10 seconds to shoot.
Here comes Pippen off the double screen.
Now 5 seconds. Jordan from the corner. 2-0 Chicago.
this end of the floor, it's going to be interesting to watch the Hawks. Excellent ball movement that time.
Pippen with a foul.
You can see the Hawks reverse the ball back to the top of the circle and use their center contact to get it to the weak side. They make your defense commit on their first move to the right side of the floor, then they swing opposite because Wilkins loves the left side of the floor.
Dominique Wilkins, 83% free throw shooter, went to the line 627 times this year during the regular season.
Well, he's in the top 5 in the league, averaging over 8 a game.
It's tied at 2. Expecting a scoring duel between Wilkins and Jordan.
Big thing tonight for the Hawks. You must take care of your defensive board. Chicago Bulls, the #1 offensive rebounding team in this league.
Blaylock playing Armstrong down inside. Cartwright against Koncak. Blaylock with a steal. He's second in the league. Great hands to Augmon.
That was a travel. That was a travel. Excellent pass that time by Blaylock. This is where the Hawks can hurt the Bulls with Augmon and Blaylock in the open floor.
Cartwright's jumper. 4-4. Blaylock has really arrived as a point guard. Excellent in assist, 8.5 a game. Second in the league in steals, and he loves to deliver the ball. That time to Dominique, comes up short, tied at 4.
Look how long.
One-hand catch off the glass and into the poster reel.
He just clapped for himself a little bit, running back. Why not? That was a great catch. And how about the bank shot?
Wilkins answers. It's still tied at 6. Get ready for his excitement tonight. It's so great to watch Wilkins and Jordan. Not to mention some other decent players. Grant against Willis. Good matchup here.
No double team.
Willis tough D and the rebound.
Nice. As long as Willis will get it out, the Hawks can cause some damage in the open floor.
Blaylock with a quick 3. He shot that in the blink of an eye.
If you have not seen Hawks play this year, they average 13 attempts a game from three-point line.
Cartwright against Koncak, isolated. Finds Grant. Nice pass inside for the baseline. Rebound, Koncak.
Both ends of the floor, Bob. We're seeing excellent ball movement.
Stacey Augmon being defended by Jordan. Armstrong, not an excellent defensive player. Could have problems with Blaylock tonight. Inside, Kevin Willis got to hit that short jumper if that's his game.
He can even get in closer to the lane, Bob. Just take another dribble and he'll be right inside in front of the hoop. They're not double teaming early, so they're trying to play him man-to-man.
Bucks by 3, Cartwright. He has 4 points early.
You've got to shut Billy down. You know, you cannot let him keep taking contact 6 feet from the basket. If you double team him early, he'll kick out. You must make them change their routine.
Augmon kicks it out to Koncak. This is from long range. There's Willis. Willis had 25 rebounds in a game against Cleveland recently.
The thing with Kevin is just when you get the rebounds, Kevin, just take your time, kick the ball out, reset, and run. Because you're getting nice shots here outside of Wilkins because he's been contested very strongly twice by Pippen.
17 on the shot clock. Blaylock down inside to Dominique. Strange looking shot 2 times from Wilkins tonight.
See, this is right here. Now Pippen going. Now you have a mismatch with Blaylock. Now his man should be open.
Jordan pulls up from 19.
Oh, he's got it tonight.
Bulls regain the lead. 10-9. Jordan 3 for 4 from the floor.
High screen and roll. Nice pass.
And nice reverse by Kevin Willis, and the Hawks reclaim the lead.
Beautiful pass by Mookie Blaylock, and then Kevin Willis having a presence of mind to come up underneath on the other side to shed the defender off the rim.
Pippen off the Cartwright screen, 17.
Well, coaching plans here are working. And everyone is really working hard defensively here, but the offense is looking good in the early going.
Bulls 6 out of 8 from the floor. Wilkins, after Pippen drops the bucket, 13-12.
Stacey Augmon, offensive foul.